ready to fly. Flight 527 ready for departure. Get ready to fly.
Morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Noel, and welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in. Big shout out to Reed and Running Man, who I ran into at this Jets game, because you're goddamn right, I was in the building for this, as the Jets win 3-0 over the Nashville Predators. Woo! For their fourth straight win in a row, this team has picked up all the momentum that they lost a couple weeks back, and they have channeled it back, and they are rolling. This team is 7-2-1 in their last 10. They are first in the West, first in the entire league, and Winnipeg Jets are now officially have officially won the most amount of NHL games in the 2024 calendar year. And this was prior to tonight's game. And with tonight's, they just added more. I believe it's something over 50. So yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. This game was it was a slow burn, wasn't it? It was a bit of a slow burn. The Winnipeg Jets don't get on the board till a little bit later in this game. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk it through. First off, injuries. Mason Appleton is out. So Alex Iafallo goes up to the third line. David Gustafson goes in. Connor Hellebuyck is in net tonight, and that is interesting because it seems like a lot of people forget we play tomorrow night. The Winnipeg Jets play the Colorado Avalanche tomorrow night, and it's the second night of a back-to-back, and they're flying to Colorado probably as we speak. And so it is a bold decision to start Hellebuyck, but it goes with the mindset that this club has had. The mindset this club has had on back-to-backs are, we're working for the first night, we're going to win the first night, and then we're going to be playing with house money on the second night, which might mean that Eric Comrie might get shelled tomorrow. But hey, we'll get to that bridge when it's time. Right now, we bask in the glory of this win. So they put Hellebuyck in against the weaker opponent, Nashville Predators, which feels weird. Like, you're used to seeing Nashville competitive. They are not competitive. Oh no, Brady Shea. Like, they're putting AI-generated people out on defense. Do you know who Wilsby is? Do you know who Blankenship is? Those are real people. Like, I yelled at one point, I'm like, if they're not on the Nashville Predators roster, they'd be working at Walmart right now. I have no idea the names that they are throwing out of hats in Nashville. Their defensive depth is like horrendous. It goes Roman Josi, Brady Shea, Luke Shen, I'm missing one, and then everybody else. It's not great. Offense isn't great either. But you know what was great? UC Saros is usually pretty good. UC Saros is good. He's not amazing. He's not what he once was. People have worked their way around trying how to beat UC, but he's good, and he kept the Jets on their toes early. The Jets, it was back and forth. The Jets get a couple power plays earlier in this game, and they fail to connect because the Nashville plays a really impressive, I like to call it an expansive box. It's where basically it's a really aggressive penalty kill, what the Jets say they do, but don't always do. An aggressive penalty kill that forces them to the perimeter. They didn't give the Jets any time to work, and honestly, they won half the faceoffs off the first draw anyway, so it helped them get the puck out of their zone. So the first period is kind of lackluster. They announced Mark Scheifele as the first star of the week, which is fine. You know what? We'll throw it in there. Yeah. First star of the week for Mark Scheifele. Good to see. Those ones are always funny because they kind of announce it. And, like, I don't, like, good job. Like, it's great, but it's really awkward as, like, an in-person announcement. You know, that's the type of stuff you read about before the game, but I digress. Looks like they had a new video package. That was nice. a sellout crowd. Also, they played on Prime, which is okay. You know what's funny? I've been at both games where they play on Prime, so I have no idea what it's like to watch a game on Prime. What I did hear from Dave Minook of Illegal Curve, which is a site you should definitely check out if you are a Jets fan at all. Good friend of the channel, Dave Minook, is that the broadcast was 35 seconds behind the in-game arena. So make of that what you will. Because I remember I was telling people we scored, and they're like, "Oh, did we? Okay." But yes. Anyway, first period good. Second period more of the same, and then an uncommon bingo card of goal scorers here. Did I mention shout out to Running Man and Reed because they recognized me today and that's awesome? If I didn't, there it is. Sorry, I am horribly ADHD. No, but an uncommon collective of scoring a goal here. Logan Stanley finds Mason Apton. No, he doesn't. He's injured. Finds Morgan Barron, who then feeds it to Dylan Demelo. And this goal, go back and watch last year where the Jets won. It was a game in Nashville. But last year, this is a carbon copy of the same goal, except instead of last year where Morgan Barron is below the goal line in the corner and feeding it upward, he's beside on the wall feeding it across. And Dylan DeMello makes no mistake, and he makes it 1-0 reaction here. Oh! And it's great. It's great. He breaks the tie, and he sends the Jets into the second intermission up 1-0, which takes us to Moose Watch! Moose Watch, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So the World Juniors for Braden Yeager has not been amazing. Canada has been seen as a defensively good team, but not a forward good team. Their finishing rate is at 7%, which is not high, and Braden Yeager's a part of that group, so I don't want to talk about that too much. Kieran Walton looks great. Colby Barlow's connecting on chances. Daniel Torgerson news, you saw that. I covered it. Check the 2 videos out that we did on Daniel Torgerson of his contract being terminated and him eventually signing in Avescula. Is that that's a horrible butchering of it. I actually did. I took the time to listen to Finnish people pronounce it today, because I wanted to get it right, and then I forgot it. Also, due to Mason Appleton's injury and Hayden Fleury being retroactively put on injury reserve, also Dylan Sandberg is out as well too. But anyway, due to that, Dominic Toninato gets the call up here, which is an interesting choice. I mean, like, he's Moose captain, which is weird, you know, like I would have assumed they would have went somewhere else with that. But they call up Toninato, which is strange to me. I think it means that they want a bottom sixer there instead of a top sixer, which, okay, cool. Like, Toninato is not garbage. I think he's a serviceable... I'd argue some nights he's a better fourth liner than Kupari, and, like, I'd argue some nights he's better fourth liner than the 3 fourth liners we have, because I see him as a lot more tactical of a forward than the other 3, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to split hairs over goddamn Dominic Toninato. It's just a weird decision. That's all. Anywho, here's the clips from the game where they got smoked 6-2.
Catch the stars of the change, and they do. Here's Shaw in off the right side. Tried to put it back door. He scores! It's out of Mason Shaw's way. His first pass, a good sliding block by the Stars defender. Came right back to Shaw, though. That changed the angle enough for him to just rattle. Gets it through to Chibikov. They score.
Yeah, there's that. Ashton Saunders finds the back of that. Dominic DiVincentis in the ECHL has looked phenomenal. He's like 10-2. He's fantastic. Capo Kakinen's not great. Thomas Milic has struggled, but I don't blame him because he's getting 0 goal support every goddamn night. And the defense is getting caved in on a regular basis for the Manitoba Moose. Moose Watch is fun because I get to cover fun stuff. But it's also painful because I have to cover the team that sucks right now. Now, it's no surprise, though. The top 2 teams in the league are Vegas and Winnipeg. And the top 2 worst AHL programs are the Henderson Silver Knights and the Manitoba Moose. That is not by mistake. That means that 2 teams are on an all-in push, and their affiliates are really paying the price. But yes, that was Moose Watch. Let's get into the third period, where the Jets slowly start to take this game over by forcing power plays. Now, I will mention the penalty kill for the Jets was okay. Logan Stanley gave me trauma, but other than that, it's okay. Connor Hellebuyck, the Hellebunker was the Hellebunker. It has been rock solid. I don't think we talk about it enough on this channel because I just see it as a fact of life at this point that Connor Hellebuyck is a goddamn superstar. But Connor Hellebuyck is in a Hart conversation right now. There is no Vezina conversation. The Vezina is his. Here you go. You want to know how up this entire Vezina conversation? This should be a unanimous ballot. Connor Hellebuyck has as many shutout wins as he has overall losses. And he, while also leading the league in wins, goals saved above expected, goals against average, save percentage, and every single statistic of a goalie that matters. He is first. And he has as many shutout wins, he gives up 0 goals as many times as he loses a hockey game. That is insane. That is fucking nuts. For the record. But then he finally gets some goal support because Jeremy Lauzon cannot stay out of the goddamn fucking penalty box. He took like 3 penalties tonight. Logan Stanley took a dumb penalty in the second period. That pissed me off. But oh my god, Jeremy Lauzon takes a hook on Kyle Connor, and the result of that is a Winnipeg Jets power play. And as they get going, idiots, they get caught on a change, and Nashville throws out 5 players instead of 4. That's too many men, so the Jets go to the work on the 5-on-3, and look at this. They have to give you a lot more room. Yeah! Look at that. You love to see it. The Jets score immediately on the 5-on-3. Still have time, and guess what? A zone exit here doesn't make it out. Gets back to Kyle Connor, who fires it and off the post. But guess who's there? It's Macarena Man again. Nashville's been getting picked like that all day. Oh my God! Oh my God! Unbelievable! He's got the wide open. St. Barney's got 2 on the power play. Bang. Yup, and that's why he stands right there. Bang. Your Winnipeg Jets coast this game to the end. The Nashville doesn't even pull their goalie. They're throwing the 4th line out with like a minute and a half left. The Jets coast to a 3-0 win at that point, and they continue their tear. And we're hoping they can bring it up to 5 wins in a row tomorrow night, but it will be a tough one against the Colorado Avalanche, who as well have been starting to figure things out, and they have a new goaltending tandem that the Winnipeg Jets will have to compete against that is better than what they used to be. That's for sure. 3 stars of this game. First star is going to go to Connor Hellebuyck. I think overall, even though we like to highlight the offensive capabilities that finally broke through from this team, I think there was just too many times where this game could have went started to tilt the other way, that Connor Hellebuyck was there. Second star is going to go to... I'm going to actually give Dylan Demelo one above Gabe Vilardi here, because here's my logic. Dylan Demelo... It's a great pass to him, but that's a beautiful shot. It's also the game winner, and that's for DeMelo's first goal of the season. So I'm giving him the second star, and then I'm going to give Gabe Vilardi the third star. Worth noting, Gabe Vilardi, Kyle Connor, and Nick Laios all recorded 2 points tonight in the win. Love to see it. Cole Perfetti looked phenomenal. As an honorable mention, there's Cole Perfetti. He looked great tonight. He drew a couple penalties, and he really looked like he just looked so good this season. This season has been a great season for Cole Perfetti. It's really legitimized him as no longer a prospect looking for ice time, as a bona fide top sixer. And you love to see that there. Also, big block on Domestikov there. You'll love to see that too. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of the new year. If I don't get the next video out in time, have a happy new year. The next video will probably come out January 1st because, you know, everyone's celebrating New Year's, you know what I mean? So it'll come out the next day. Hope you guys have a wonderful New Year. Stay safe, everybody. Drink responsibly. And go Jets, go. We'll see you next time.
And tonight's first star with 22 saves for his game-winning 27 Connor Hellebuyck.
One, Nikolai Ehlers chips it through.